Okay, so we're starting like 10 minutes earlier than planned because something came up and I need to be in an appointment. But yeah, this is the video that you have been waiting for. This video, and I want to say this and I want to say it upfront. This video is not for everyone, okay? It is not for everyone. This is for those who are interested, and not just interested, but they are committed to earn a six-figure income in 2025 or to earn their second six-figure. There's never really too much money, okay? So you have to be interested and you have to be committed, and you have to be committed to doing something new, all right? So that is who this video is meant for. It's not for everybody. And like I said, if you're in Canada and you have work permit, you're a citizen, you have PR, you really deserve more than what you're currently earning. You deserve more than what you're currently earning right now. Okay? Pardon the background voice. All right. So this is a blueprint to how you can earn $100,000 in 2025. No fluff, no too much story. Step by step, what you have to do to earn minimum of $100,000. If you're watching this and you feel like 100,000 is little money, then use the same blueprint and scale it to 200, 300, 500, even $1,000,000. It is scalable. That's the amazing thing about what I'm about to share with you today. It is scalable. Okay, so let's get started. I'm hoping that by now people who wanted to join can join in, but let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you, like I said, step by step, things that would help you make it possible, help you achieve it. All right, and the first thing before we start crunching numbers, because today we're going to crunch numbers. So if you are watching me either live or you're watching a replay, please get your journal. We are going to crunch some numbers today. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to address, there is a reason. If you've never earned 100K a year before, there is a reason, and we're going to address those reasons right now before we then go into setting the goals. So the first thing we're going to work on is the mindset. And like I said, I want to stick by the rule. This is a blueprint. This is something that anybody can pick and run with it immediately. All right. So the first thing is mindset. What do we need to know about mindset? Number one, you have to embrace growth. You have to embrace growth. You have to be willing to learn something. This, like I said, this is not for everybody. This is not for those that will say, please, it's not for me. I don't want to learn. I don't. If you don't want to learn, then this is not for you. If you don't want to grow, then this is not for you. So you have to embrace growth. That's part of the mindset work that you're going to do. You have to embrace learning something that is relatively new to you, because every single thing you know right now, every single thing you're doing right now, you learned it. At some point, it was new to you. Everything you're doing right now, at some point it was new to you. So you have to embrace that growth. Then secondly, you need to define why. There's something I tell people: if you want to earn 100K, you need to first spend 100K. Yeah, you need to spend that $100,000 if that is what you want. Because there are people that if you give it to them, they have no idea what to do with it, or whatever they feel they want to do with it is not going to add value to themselves or to humanity. And that is why they don't have it. Okay, so you need to define your why and look at the success. Once that success has happened, once that money has come, what are you doing with it? What are you going to do with it? Pretty simple, right? What are you going to do once that money comes? You need to know from now, and you need to write it down in your journal right now, what you're going to do with it. You need to visualize that success, visualize the end goal. And then you need to overcome your limiting beliefs. How do you overcome it? Is a quick exercise. We are always having limiting beliefs. It is our job to identify it and kill it when it is still a baby. Okay? Kill it when it's still a baby. So whenever you hear yourself, you have that statement like, I can't do this because, I can't do that because. Do not entertain that because. Don't entertain it. Because once you entertain it and allow that statement get to the end, that is it. It's going to take root. It's going to germinate. It will germinate. So you need to address those limiting beliefs. Any because that is coming to your mind right now, anything that tells you that this 100K is not possible for you, you need to catch it. Catch it young and kill it. Any negative thought coming into your mind as you're watching this, telling you that this is not possible for you, or this is only for certain kind of people. Whenever you hear yourself saying, oh, it's for this kind of people, it's not for people like me, it is for this kind of people, catch it. All right, catch it and kill it and switch it around. In our boot camp, we're going to show you how you can handle every single limiting belief that comes in. All right. So that's what we have to do first. That's the mindset work. You have to embrace that you're ready to learn. You have to define your why. You have to visualize the success. And you have to start tackling your limiting beliefs. Because like I said, there's a reason you haven't earned this much. For some people, maybe they just see it as too much. Another thing I learned to do, I can't remember where I learned it, is I like talking about money and just ending it with only. So $100,000 only. When you do that, you are programming your mind that the money is below you, is lower than you. But when you look at a certain amount of money and you see it as more than you, it's not going to come to you. So you need to find a way to bring that money down. Bring it down, no matter how much it is in your head. Bring it down. Find hacks, tips, tricks. We have some that we share in the bootcamp. Find things that can make you see that money as below you. That way you can get it. Now that we are done with mindset, not too much talk, we move to commitment. All right. So from mindset, we move to commitment. And what are we talking about? We're talking about focus. For this blueprint, you have to have unwavering focus. That is the guarantee that this thing is going to work for you. Not at the end of January or February, you've given up. You need to focus that this thing, this blueprint, I am going to follow it from January till December. So that is the part of the commitment. If you can follow through from January to December, I will pay you. If you don't make this money, if you don't, achieve your goal, I will be the one to pay you. Trust me. So you need to be focused. You need to have unwavering focus. Then you have to take consistent action. There are daily steps. Not a lot of stuff. Trust me, we'll talk about it. But you have to commit to taking those daily steps. You have to commit to those consistent actions. They are like small things you do like this. We're not doing intensity. We're not doing massive. You know how they say massive action? This one, there is no massive. It is something that every single person can do. So there is no massive action there. Just consistent daily actions. So you have to be committed to that. If you are not committed to that, this is not for you. Okay. Then lastly, accountability. You have to be accountable to someone. You cannot do it alone. If there's one thing I've learned, making money, losing weight, anything that has to do with money, in fact, and losing weight, you need to be accountable to someone. That's why in a job, you have a boss. That's why in a job, you have a boss. So if you want to do something that is your own thing, your business, you need to create a boss. Forget all this, I am my own boss. It's not working here. It's not going to work here. All right. So you need to be accountable to someone. Luckily, we have an accountability group that will put you through all these steps that we're talking about. But yeah, you need to be committed to accountability. All right. Now, from the second step, remember, if you're just catching, we are talking about the blueprint to $100,000 income in 2025. And this is something that anybody can do in this country, Canada, if you are a citizen, PR, or work permit. For those who are like students, visitors, visa, and all that, I have another video for you. But this one is for those with PR, those who are citizens, those who have work permits, because this is a work. Okay. So the first step, like I said, is mindset. We do the mind work. The second step is commitment that will come from you. Then the third one is now choosing the product. Because like I said, this is 100K income doing just one thing. You're not doing multiple things. You don't have multiple jobs. You don't have multiple businesses. Doing just one thing. And I'm going to show you how you can earn $100,000 in 2025 doing this one thing. Okay, so let's move to choosing the product. So the next step is choosing the product. And the product I'm using, for example, in this video is a cash value life insurance. Yes, cash value life insurance. And that's why I said this video is not for everyone. It's for those who understand, because when we're talking about choosing the product, we need to understand the product and we need to understand the value of the product. I asked ChatGPT a question because I wanted to bring it to layman's term. I don't want to work with what is in my head. So I asked ChatGPT a question. I said, cash value life insurance, for example, a universal life insurance, who is it meant for? So we're using a universal life insurance now as an example. And I asked ChatGPT, who is it meant for? And it gave me this prospect avatar. And I'll read out, I'm reading it. This is from my phone. I'm reading it directly. Number one, this person has a life insurance need. They need life insurance to protect their dependents. They need life insurance to pay off debt. They need life insurance to fund funeral expense. They need life insurance, if something were to happen. Then secondly, so it's not just people that need life insurance. So even though this is called a cash value life insurance, it's not only available only for people that need life insurance, because if life insurance is the only thing you need, you can go and get a term insurance. But for the purpose of this video, we are talking about cash value life insurance, which could either be a universal life or a whole life. And in this case, we're using the universal life. And I said the second kind of person are people who like flexibility, meaning that they want flexibility in their coverage. They want to increase sometime, reduce, pause, they just want flexibility. They don't want you to tell them, this is how much you're going to be paying every single day until the last day you are on this earth. And if you don't pay it, that is the end. No. So these people, the people that this video is meant for, are people who like flexibility. They want to start small and then go up and then come down and then pause based on the changes in their lifestyle and their needs, right? So if that is you, keep watching. If that is not you, this video is not for you, okay? Number three, people who are interested in building cash value within a life insurance policy. Yeah. So this is that kind of life insurance policy that you can build cash inside it. So it serves you while you are alive. And if something happens in future, it still protects your family. If there's one thing I have noticed about immigrants, especially African immigrants, they don't really care so much about what happened after they go. I don't know about other cultures, but you see Africans, they don't care so much. They are more interested in what's happening while they are alive. And so they are a perfect candidate for this kind of policy because it gives you ability to grow cash and you can use that cash tax favored, right? We're still talking about who these people are, okay? So they are interested in building cash value within their life insurance policy and they want the tax deferred growth as well. So they want it to be tax favored. All this we'll talk about in the accountability group. People who also are interested in estate planning, right? They also want to use that policy as part of their estate planning strategy. People who are long-term thinker. If you're a long-term thinker, this is for you. If you're not a long-term thinker, it's not for you. People who are proactive and they are risk aware, right? They want their money to work for them and they understand the risk that comes with money working for them. Is that you? All right. People who are also open to advice, people who value financial security, people who own a home or plan to buy a home, people who have a stable income. You need to at least have a stable income. So that's why we're trying to help you earn this 100K in 2025. All right. People who have a little bit of debt or they plan to get in the future, people who have financial goals. So do you see who this product is meant for? That's me breaking down this product so that if it is something that interests you, then you're in the right place. But if it doesn't interest you at all, then this is not for you. Because for you to make this income, you need to understand the product and you need to be an evangelist of the product. You can't, we're not looking for salespeople. A salesperson is someone who doesn't necessarily use a product, but they sell it, right? But this time around, I want you to understand, because that's part of the blueprint. You need to understand that product. You need to understand that product and you need to analyze your own financial needs. There's a simple way of analyzing your financial needs to know if you can grab this for yourself. So if you have a family and you know that, okay, oh yeah, they are very young and they're going to depend on you for the next 20 years, then you just multiply your income, annual income times 20. That's a financial need. That's how much your home and you depend on that money for the next 20 years. If you're still single, you can just do it times 10 or thereabout, right? So this is something we have to do. It is part of the blueprint. We'll explain more in the accountability group. But this is just you getting familiar with the product, because if you do not understand the product, you cannot get into this game plan. You cannot commit. You cannot follow this blueprint. All right. So now that we are done with choosing the product, we now talk about how you can become licensed, because this product is a highly regulated product and it can only be offered by licensed professionals. So now that you have an idea, using yourself as an example, using your financial needs as an example, you have an idea what this is, the value it brings, the benefits, then you can now decide, okay, I want to be a licensed professional. I don't want you doing an exam, getting licensed when you don't even understand what it is you're getting licensed to talk about. So you first need to understand it using yourself as an example, and then you get licensed. And it's pretty simple. You do your exam, you study diligently, you pass your exam, and you start your practice. Once your license is out, you start your practice. And from there, we now talk about what? When you start your practice, the next thing is now to do your numbers game. This is where it gets interesting. I am showing you all these steps because these steps would guarantee you to earn 100K. So please, we're not missing any step. We are following it in this order that I have just shared. And like I said, we have an accountability group to make sure and help you and support you as you go through this blueprint. Because once you are done, your income is guaranteed for sure. It's only if you miss one step or two steps. But if you follow every single step, everyone in the accountability group, they are going to follow these steps one by one. And I will come back in December and we'll share our testimonies. Deal? So let's go to numbers games. Now, we have already talked about a little bit about what the cash value life insurance is, right? We've talked about how it is a life insurance policy that allows you to also build cash. So basically is a 2-in-1 plan. So you have a part of it covers insurance, a part of it is invested for you. So you can use the investments to do whatever it is your financial goal. Could be to, buy property. In fact, we have a collaborative group where we want to, leverage this universal life to either buy property, do group investments, do a lot, right? So whatever is your financial goal, it could be just retirement. You just want to make sure you have enough for your retirement, then you can use that. So you're using this one plan is like one stone, using it to kill many birds, right? So now let's talk about numbers. Now that let's assume you've passed your exam, you got your license, you are ready. You are ready to start your practice. We have to do numbers. You can't have a business without doing your numbers or without knowing your numbers, right? So you can't start a business without doing this numbers game. That's what I call it. Do the numbers game. So doing the numbers game is part of our blueprint. You have to see the number first before it would happen. Okay, so let's look at the numbers. Assuming I forgot to mention one of the, people too that need this cash value life insurance are usually people in, you know, working class, basically, right? So they can get it for their children, but let's say between the age of 30 to 40, just as for example, right? So if we're using 40 to the 30 to 40-year old, and this person is contributing inside this plan, they are saving $200 a month. So they are contributing $200 a month into the plan. The insurance is not $200. They are contributing $200. Out of the $200, the insurance money will be taken, and then the rest is invested. That's basically how cash value life insurance works, especially the universal life. Okay. So if someone is doing $200 a month and it is the cash value life insurance plan, and you as the advisor or the licensed professional handling this particular client, you would earn about 2,500 to 3,000, depending on the type of plan that this person set up. So we are using all these are assumptions. It could be less, it could be more. We're just using this as general assumption. So $2,500 to $3,000 is your commission for one client. One client can give you up to 3,000 or even more. All right. So depending on the client, but we're just using an average of $2,500 to $3,000 if they're contributing $200 a month towards this plan. So they are enjoying the benefits. Because if there's one thing I want to address here, it is when people say, oh, you're just doing this so you can earn commission. No. What is in need for you as the licensed advisor is very minute compared to what is in need for that person that set up that plan. It's just like me helping you to open a bank account, and inside the bank account, you have millions inside of it. But I just earned a commission for helping you open a bank account. Who has more money? So this is not a situation where someone is making money off you. No, we are just showing you a way for you to grow your money. The money is yours. You are getting all the benefit, about 15 benefits for having this plan. All right. So the commission is just a minute portion. All right. So, but let's use that as an example. $3,000 to $2,500 for one client alone, and we're doing a numbers game. What does that tell you? That tells you that to earn $100,000, you need 34 to 40 clients in 2025. 34 to 40 clients. That's the numbers. If there's one thing I love about numbers, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't have emotion. If you play by the rules and do the numbers game, you will get result. Period. Numbers don't lie. If you're a moron and you just say, you know what, I just want to knock on people's door until I have 34 people say yes to me, and you do it from January to December, you get 34 people. You know why? Because numbers don't lie. Once you do it enough times, you will get the number. But guess what? The beautiful thing about what we're doing is we're not morons, right? And so we're not going to do it the hard way. I will tell you how we are going to do it. All right. So for those who want to scale, like I said, it's not everybody. Maybe for some people, $100,000 is chicken money, right? So if you want to do more, you can scale it. That's why I said it's a scalable business. It's something, the same business, the same license that will give somebody $100,000 can give another person $1 million, can give another person $500,000. It all depends on what your mindset can take. So if you want to scale it, it's simple. 167 to 200 clients on an average will give you $200,000. Like I said, this can be more, it can be less. We're just using average. We're just assuming that everybody's on the same page, doing the same thing is just average, right? So if you say 100K is too small for you, just increase it, bump it up. Sorry, 66 to 34 to 40 clients give you 100K. 66 to 80 clients give you 200K. 167 to 200 clients give you 500K. And 334 to 400 clients give you $1 million. It is now up to you and what your mindset can take. The number is clear. The number is clear. If you have questions, drop the questions in the comment or send me a DM. I would gladly. That's why we have an accountability group where we can answer any other questions that you might have. Okay. So from numbers game, let's now go to the sales strategy. I can't just tell you, oh yeah, you need 34 clients and you earn 100K. The next question is going to be, well, how am I going to get 34 people? And that's why I said, if you decide to start knocking on doors, even though it is hard, but if you knock on enough doors, you will get 34 people. But we're not doing that because we're not morons. Okay, so we are moving to our sales strategy. What is going to be your sales strategy? How are you going to get these 34 people? And what I wrote here is we are doing zero prospecting and 100% marketing. Yes. Do you know the reason why some people don't like business or they don't like people-based business? Businesses where you need to look for clients, right? The reason some people don't like it is because of prospecting. Prospecting is one of the hardest things to do. Just think about prospecting for gold. Remember then when they're looking for gold, you will dig and dig and dig and dig. You will see rubbish. And you have spent hours digging, and you get nothing. You come again tomorrow. That's why you see all this motivational talk or these videos where you say someone will dig. When it's just like 10 feet to the goal, they get tired and they go. And then someone else who is lucky will just dig a little and get the gold. But that is what prospecting is. It is hard work. So we're not doing it the hard way. In 2025, we're not doing it the hard way. Prospecting is a hard way of looking for clients. So we are moving from prospecting to marketing. So marketing is not about digging and hoping to find gold. Marketing is about putting when you want to go fishing, compared to digging for gold. Do you see what fishing, when people go for fishing, what do? They just put the bait, put it in the hook, just drop it inside the water and just chill. You just see them chilling, drinking, gisting, sleeping. And what happens? A fish will just come and get on the hook, right? That is marketing. That is the difference between prospecting and marketing. So in this 2025, we are not doing prospecting, because this is why some people don't like this kind of business or anything that is related to, looking for clients, because prospecting has always been the way we have done it in the past. But times are changing. This is 2025 we're getting into. There is AI. There are lots of things now that would make it easy, so you don't have to be digging blindly. So all you need to do is, who am I looking for? What do they want? What do they like? I give them what they like, they come to me. I give them what benefits them, they come to me. So that is 100% marketing that we're doing. I tried this in 2024 and 90% of my clients came through marketing and not through prospecting. And that's why I know that this works. All right. So we're doing zero prospecting and we're doing 100% marketing. That is the strategy. And we're going to have a 90-day marketing plan. So in 90 days, your system is set up. And the rest of the year, we're attracting. That is it. 90-day game plan. You need to be committed to this blueprint. You have to be committed to this blueprint. If you're not ready to be committed, just say bye-bye to the 100K. It's okay. If you still want to be earning minimum wage in 2025, that's totally fine. But if you're ready and committed to follow this blueprint, you will earn a six-figure income in 2025, for sure. Okay, so we're doing a 90-day marketing plan. It will involve education, it will involve entertainment, it will involve inspiration, it will involve collaboration, and it will involve lots of boot camps, challenges, fun things. But trust me, in 90 days, you are set up and the attraction starts. All right. And from attraction, you start adding value, the sales happen. So that is the sales strategy. And the last step part of this blueprint is personal finance management. I didn't want to bring this, before, because I don't like to tell people about managing money when they don't even have money. So I have showed you how you're going to get the money. The next thing now is, how are you going to manage your finances? To be honest, if you cannot manage $1,000, you will not get $100,000. So we are going to learn. You're going to learn how to break down this income. The 100K income is not your net income. It's not for you to use and spend and chop and finish. If you do that, it's not going to come again. So that may be the reason you have not been able to earn as much as you want. Why? Because the little that you have, you're not managing it. I had someone who, a friend, and I've been, reaching out, and the person keeps saying, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, and, so because of that, they're not ready to start managing their finances or start saving and all that. And I keep telling them that this is the other way around. You have to learn to manage before the more money will come. If you don't learn to manage, the more money will not come. If you're a Christian, you know the parable of the talent. You have to know how to use it well before more will be added to you. Okay, so once we get into this boot camp, financial management is going to be part of it. We already have a running boot camp starting in January to help you manage your finances, to help you save so you can invest, to help you spend less. The problem is not that you don't have enough money. You're probably spending too much, or you're probably not telling your money where to go. And that's one thing I love about being a licensed financial professional. You know why? Because the money you're going to make, you're going to know how to spend it. There are people earning 6 figures, 7 figures, but ask them, 2024 has come to an end. Ask them, how much have you saved? They may not know. How much have you invested? They may not even have an idea where to invest. Ask them, what is your portfolio like? They don't know, even though they are earning high income. So that's the advantage that this kind of business does for you. It gives you knowledge, it gives you education, and you're going to see that practicalizing in your life. You're going to use whatever education you have. You're going to use it on yourself first before you use it on your clients. All right. So this is the blueprints. Let me count it again. So we have mindset, commitment, choosing the product, becoming licensed, doing your numbers, sales strategy, and personal finance. These are the 7-step blueprint. If you follow these 7 steps, 100K or 200K or 300K or 500K, however you want to scale it, can be yours in 2025. And we have an accountability group to make sure that you're not lagging behind. We have an accountability group. We are officially launching it January 4th. We are going to be meeting every single day, yes, from January 4th, to make sure that we are doing the numbers, we are doing the activity, and when the 100K starts coming, we start dropping the testimonials. So that's why I said this one, you don't need to think too much. You just need to follow the blueprint. It's like somebody giving you a map. You don't need to think whether you're taking right or left. It's already going to tell you to take right. So you take right and take left and they take right. And before you know it, you get to your destination. That is the kind of blueprint this is. All right. So if you've watched till this end, till this part, and you see yourself getting this, drop it in the comment or send a DM. We will officially start the accountability January 4th. Okay, so that's why I had to put this. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can join the waiting room for those who are interested. Once you've watched it up to this and you're interested, you're going to click the link. You're going to join the waiting room, and we do the prep. We prepare to launch out in 2025. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to hearing your testimonies, and I will keep saying it again and again. You deserve more than you're currently earning. You did not come to this country to be a third class citizen. No, you deserve it. You are skilled. You are a skilled worker. Most of us who are here with PR or we're already citizens or whatever, we are skilled workers. We have skills. Let us use these skills and make money. Instead of applying for all these high income jobs, I know everybody wants to do data, cyber security, data this, project management. How many jobs are available for the number of people who have these qualifications, right? Do you either want to keep waiting until they finally favor you by giving you that job? Or do you want to create this income by yourself in 2025 without wasting time? Because if you say yes today, you can get licensed by January and you start this game, you start this blueprint, right? So I look forward to seeing you. If you have questions, comments, concerns, please message me. When we start the daily accountability, we're going to explain more. All right. So you can join. I'll put in the calendar, you book whatever of those days work for you, and we can explain a whole lot more and get you enrolled. Okay. So I hope this has been as simple as I expected or anticipated it would be. I want it to be so seamless and easy peasy that you don't need to think too much. Okay. So I look forward to having you. All right. Cheers. Have a good day. Bye.